All right, lovely ladies. I hope you are doing well. This will be my first video back. Although I haven't been gone that long. Was an interesting trip as they all are. I don't really have any intention of getting into the idiosyncrasies of bus travel. Let's just say it was an adventure unto itself and leave it there. I have landed safely, as some of you may have seen earlier today on Patreon, and I will be following that up on my Facebook group and even YouTube um, to let everybody know that I'm safe. I've landed. All the packages were mailed out. I've seen that some of them have been delivered and some of them are still on their way. Many of you have more than one. Some of you have up to 5 packages, but they should all be arriving safely. I see them moving along their way, and I hope that you will thoroughly and truly enjoy the items that you purchased from me at the end sale there. And so I thought I would, I needed I had to get here first of all, and then I needed a day or so of just doing nothing. But I didn't want to be gone for very long because, I miss you guys. I miss interacting with you. I'm going to start off with videos because that's the easiest. Um, the reason why I landed here in North Carolina is that I'm helping a friend of a friend, almost like of a friend, um, move, pack up, move, uh, get things ready for a long distance move. And you guys know I've moved my whole life. It is one of the things I'm pretty good at. I can't say I did spectacularly well there at the very end um, at uh, at Els and Mike's, but I did the very best I could with the time I had. The move date on Sunday there was something of a surprise. I got to be honest. But the ticket, wound up being super cheap. There was a deadline, and I needed to get here and do a few things. You know, here so everybody feels safe and okay with what's going on since it's not a firsthand acquaintance. And beyond saying I'm helping somebody move, I really don't want to talk about any of the, it's their personal business what's going on with them, and it's not my place to share out details and stuff. But I'll be helping somebody house clean, maybe help with cooking, cleaning out refrigerator. Well, that'll be in a few months. I have 4 months here. I have between 4 and 5 months, but I'm, always plan for whatever is your worst and then hope for the best. So in that time, I have been given permission to dye some papers. We're going to be starting out with coffee tea. So I'll have some 50 and 100 packs coming up, towards the end of the month. And that's what will be going out on the Patreon, along with a few other things, Um, I think it'll be a fun mini adventure. I don't know if I'll stay. Probably not in this area. It's a little more expensive, but there are some surrounding areas that aren't. So I may stay in the area for a while. We'll see what This is a new adventure, and we'll see what the next little adventure is. Maybe I'll have a little series of adventures for a little while before I wind up settling down. But while we're having this adventure, let's harvest a magazine. Um, I got this bazaar, and it is the art issue. It says January 2025, so it's not that old. And you guys know I love me some bazaar. Miley Cyrus has had kind of an interesting, starting out with Disney, and then all of the shenanigans, and now kind of in a different place in her life. But I liked some of the images in the magazine. I flipped through probably 10 or 12 magazines. Thankfully, the person the people that I moved in with, they have some stuff laying around that I can utilize. And so this will be interesting today. I borrowed a pair of scissors, and I do not have a ruler or a cutting board. So we're just going to we're going to do the best we can. I did manage to bring my one pair of a little fussy cutty scissors, my favorite little orange pair. But everything else I kind of left behind. I brought some clothes and a couple of keepsakes, and beyond that, not a whole lot of stuff. So let's begin. So, I'm a cover ripper. I'm going to process it. So I haven't asked a lot of questions about, but what do I do with this? I've already lost. Oh, I've already lost the scissors, you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the box. I do reserve the right to not answer, super, super specific questions. It's not that I'm trying to cheat you guys out of anything. But I do want to honor the privacy and the, I don't know. I don't know what the right word that I want is. I don't want to tell tales out of school until the person who's moving is ready to discuss their plans. Not everybody wants to. And, as we all know, not everybody wishes you well in life. So, some people like to keep their stuff on the down low. We'll just make a little trash pile, and then I'll take this out to the recycle. But what did I want to say? So, there is apparently a vibrant, secondhand market here. A lot of people do, what is it? Free cycle. And then there's some thrift stores here, quite a few in the surrounding area. So I'll be able to do a little bit of thrifting. I'm trying to save as much money as possible, though, because, I want to be able to get my own place as it goes. Now, this Harper's Bazaar, so I may trim around the A a little bit more later on. Because you've got the purr, and then somewhere else, there's the, oops, that one went way over there. There's the har. So around the A's, I may trim but I sold all my ransom letters. So, I got to start me a new pile. And look at that R. So we'll probably trim that a little bit closer. You know what I mean? And then I think what we'll do here is I obviously don't want the name taggy part. So we're just we'll fold that a couple of times. Well, we may not make it through the whole video or the whole magazine on this session, but we'll just come back and we'll do another session. For right now, while I'm just getting settled in and we're figuring out, what kind of schedule we're going to work on, how many hours a day are going to be devoted to the move and other related things. I think we could do twice a week videos for harvesting. I'm going to try and get on a little bit every morning. I kind of have an idea. So we'll see. And then we're going to, over here, I'm going to try not to cut off as much as possible, but I obviously don't want any words or letters there. So that's going to leave that image. And later I can cut it down to eyes and lips if I want to, or I could, definitely use the Miley Cyrus image. I don't even really recognize the, I remember my younger, before Liam was transgender, loved Miley Cyrus, So there's our first official image, and we'll put all the little scrappies over there. Let's see if there's anything. Is always the moment gets her due. I don't know, so maybe we'll save this for a little while and see how we feel about words. And then, we always have a few at the beginning there. I need to get a trash can for my area. For the whole time I was in Las Vegas, I used, I'm going to take it down to where it says Hermes here, because I kind of like this black and white house here. That could be fun for a pocket on a page or something. Or it could just be fun. These are the little bit heavier advertisement pages. So yeah, so some thrifting will get to be done here. And And I think I'm actually just going to leave it like that for right now. It almost looks like it's undulating, but I'm sure that's the design because it looks like maybe you've got a house here and maybe a little rooftop garden up here because there's some. But I think this might be one of those shed things that's like kind of rounded that you can buy for your backyard. Not sure. So. And then I think we'll take this right here, and I'm not going to be precious about it. I think I can cut most of the letters apart and get some smaller ransom letters there. So, but let's just keep down to that. And I won't make you sit through me cutting those apart, but I do. I like to cut them apart because you get different size letters. And then, so we get the, again, but we don't have as much. There's no words here. So we're going to take away the bizarre already. And we'll just fold that. So what have you guys been up to? I know Roseanne probably with the grandkids. It's the sweetest grandbabies ever. Wearing her out, but she's loving it, I know a lot of you are probably, to and from work. That's a lot of us out there. And I am still looking for, a regular traditional job. In whatever form it takes. And I will, I do want to keep dyeing paper. I didn't know I was going to come into a situation where I could start again right away. But, yeah, so we'll still be, what I'll probably do is updates to my Etsy store, or I might move over to Coffee for a little while. I've got a small little storefront there as part of, having a channel. And because it's attached just directly to my PayPal, so I wouldn't have to pay the PayPal fee when I transfer the money, and then also all the Etsy fees. So it would save me a little bit in fees. And I think that you guys are familiar enough with me that I'm not gonna, you're not getting into a situation where you're gonna get cheated. So we're just going to make kind of the same, but I'm just going to go to the edge of her ear on this. I maybe should have left a little more in case I want to trim it up later, but so we get to have the same image twice. Sometimes you want to use something. Maybe one will take the lips and the eyes, and one we'll use for, altered something or other. Now, I'm going to take the Chanel letters here at the end. Well, that's you know what? This reminds me so much of the 70s. But I don't think I could wear something knit like right up against my downstairs area. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm not going to suffer you through that. But we'll put the words over here off to the side. And we'll do the same thing. It's not bad to have. Just making sure this is only one page. I'm going to cut the words off again, the word off again. I don't think you can ever have too many A's, I think I might want this, you're one of the lucky ones. So what am I going to do? Let's just fold it and work on it right about there. That way we're more likely to get yeah, so one thing I did want to talk about is I'm going to rebrand. I'm probably going to rename my channel and my Etsy store. I am considering letting my Etsy store go. but I don't think it's quite time yet. So all of my things, my Ko-Fi, my Etsy store, it's not tearing the way I want it to. The Ko-Fi, my Etsy store, my YouTube channel, my Patreon. It won't mean opening a new Patreon. It doesn't mean that. It just means if one day you pop in and the name's a little different, I will give you. So I'm thinking of doing it in the next 2 weeks here. So you should see. And I have an idea already for my channel name. I have floated it before. And it got a pretty good reception. And I just like the idea of it. I'm not going to be less of who I am. Just changing it up a little bit. You know, it's been like 10 years, 8 in Vegas. And there were a couple years before that. And change is not a bad thing. I'm kind of embracing just all new kinds of change. See, there we go. Now we've got the, and I think that would be nice in my personal journal is what I think. Now here we are with this. We're going to get another bazaar. And then we've also got Ralph Lauren here. I kind of like the top half, so let's work off. So maybe we won't take that bazaar, but let's definitely get the Ralph. That was my my mom's dad's name. His first name was Ralph. I don't think about him very often. He's passed away now. Not all that long ago. I want to say, more than like 5 years, but he lived a pretty long life. Oof. I made my foot go to sleep, you guys. But I kind of do dig the city in the background with the balcony. I kind of like that. So let's keep that. And then we can either go Lauren or we can go Ralph again if we like. And I think I'm going to get some eyes and lips right here. So I think we want the Lauren. If I put it on, later, I may not remember that, but. But, I don't necessarily always want the exact same letters. Not in love with that picture, but I do think let's go ahead and I'm just going to cut out her face here right now and give her a square little face, and then we'll work on that. I'm just trying to make it easier to fit in the trash can or the recycle. Okay, so we're going to go right there like that. We're just going to trim right up to the lips because, now I've got no lips. I don't have a lip and eye collection. Okay, so there's our first pair of lips. It's our very first pair of lips post Las Vegas. There it is. All right, so let's put that right up there. And then we'll get the eyes. And I'll leave them as a block for now, but I like to cut them apart, honestly. Okay. So there's our eyes and our lips. And we'll bring that right there. Lots of small little pieces right here. Whatever you guys have been doing, I hope you've been having fun doing it. I know we haven't, I know it hasn't been that long since I left Las Vegas, but let's go ahead and get the words. And I like all sizes of letters, but I do kind of favor the big ones. But you have to take a variety because, not everybody, even I don't always work in a big book. So you need a variety of letter sizes. And then I like different colors and shapes. I think we all do. Do you want to keep the kind of young love thing going on? Maybe we'll hold on to that for a little bit. I know the Cartier won't come off there, so we're going to let this image go. think we're going to let the next few go, honestly. Maybe we will. So I'm gonna kind of tear his head. But that's a nice piece of red for collage fodder later on, you know. It's a nice bright red. Just for, you know, if you need a little background color or to cover an extra space. It's nice to have some little bits of color. And so there we'll have that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and like tear this right here. I think I want to keep his head to maybe play, you know, musical people with. I think that could be fun. I'm just trying to make the piles smaller so it's easier to deal with. And I think we could kind of go the same way for both of them. So let's just tear right across here. And then like that. There we go. So we have the possibilities with that for other things. We'll put the Prada up there. I can get at least a few letters off that. And then I'm going to scoop off these little bits that I had and put them onto this slightly bigger scrap into the bigger pile. Yay! The weather's a bit... I like her braided. I think I want to keep this image. Now, I may wind up cropping it down some or bringing it in. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't have... A cutter would go faster, so I'm going to leave it whole as it is. We'll put that on the bottom of all the images so that we have the little ones don't fall apart off there. Okay, so we're going to let Cape Sapphire, Valley of Rubies. If only it was that easy, right? Pirate John clip. Pirates must be in. Okay, so we're going to move those aside. Now that's kind of a fun one. We might want to keep that. And she's got a tattoo right here of angels. Could be a temporary tattoo. She looks thrilled about that dress and that purse, though. But I think we might want to keep that. So let's put that over there. Okay. Then we're going to go through, we can get some small letters here. Oh, look at it. I think with little Christmas village. Yeah. That could be. And over here, let's see. What I want's in the middle of the page. So I think we'll just take this page because it's got a lot more on it. But let's get this. Because those are small, lowercase letters. So those will be fun to use, I think. Uh-oh. I don't want to tear them, so we're going to break out the scissors. I posted a little bit about some of the food I've had. We may have to fix that before we. And then I'll just cut off the bottom because that didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to. But we'll put that up there with the. Okay, with the bell-bottom pants. Bell-bottoms have made a comeback. Where was I going? What was I saying? Yeah, I do want this Christmas village, so we'll cut it. And what I'll wind up doing is I'll cut a straight edge at the bottom, and then I'll probably cut around, or I'll just cut it there, you know. But this is a cute little scene. Definitely could be used for some kind of Christmas glue booking. I love, love, love Meg. There's a lady just covered in purses. I kind of like the mysterious, like I might want to cut that, you know, like I'm not all that keen on them, but maybe like that and like that later on. So I think I'm going to keep that one. It just has like an air of mystery to it, right? Let's see, on the editor's page, sometimes there are good things that I want to take there. Not this time. So we'll take this because I can get most of those letters to use for ransom letters. And I'll cut off the extra little pieces here. But y'all know I have a thing about the J'adore bottle, and we'll want the Dior also for ransom letters. I may not be able to get the eye, but I should probably get the rest. So I'm just going to do a rough cut around this. I don't know why, but I really like this bottle. And I had several in my stash before I moved. But I had to give up my whole stash. If I had more time to sell things, I probably would have broken it down into collage packs. I did my very best to get everything packed up, but not everything wound up packed up. So else may sell off some of the stuff that was. Let's get her eyeball since there's one left. And her lips, because why waste, right? And we'll work those down later, but that's a start, right? There we go, eyes and lip. An eye and some lips. And she's got nice outlined lips, too. So that's fun. Oh, I'll put those up here with these. I do like this picture. It's almost like a crone stance, but she's obviously not old. Look at this one. She's got super skinny legs, and she's wearing the really high boots. Look at how long her legs must be, though. Gosh, because that's the top of her knees where there's pirate-type boots. And you can see, but she's got really long thighs. I think this is the picture that I want, so. And yeah, so brand name change on the, I'm rebranding, that's what we'll call it. I'm rebranding mine. Because I do have some different things I'd like to do. There are some same things that I'm obviously going to do. But we're going to get back to, I want to do more miniatures, and I want to do some art dolls, and I like to do some more, a little bit more creepy baby stuff, because I really enjoyed that. And what else? I want to do some whimsical things, and I just don't think I'll be strictly defined by the name that is already existing on the channel, and I'm feeling a little bit of change in my life, obviously with the move and everything, but just in general, like it's like shedding off maybe an old skin and growing into a new place in my life. And that can be a very good thing. Working on being someplace and somebody, you know, we're always who we are at our core. But I'm open to, you know, new experiences and that things won't, you know, I'm not so set in my ways that I can't make changes. So there we go. I like that. And we may cut her out later, but I think, you know, I like to start out with square images. It gives you possibilities, you know. Now let's see here. I think I got 2 pages. Whoopsie doodle. Okay. I don't think we need anything here, although let's cut her. Let's go ahead and get her. We'll take her head because I think maybe, you know, sometimes we want smaller lips and eyes. Okay. I don't think I need anything here. But look at, I think what I want to get, maybe not that, but I do like these three ladies here. I definitely like it's almost, she's got really sharp cheekbones. It's almost, it's exotic, but it's almost a little animalistic, you know. Reminds me kind of yeah, and it was a long time ago. I had dated cat people. I think my mom loved that movie. So I think I want these here. So what I'll do is I'll just cut this strip off. And then I'll get these three ladies as well. Because I think I want to have those. So we'll just keep these parts. And to make it easier to store, we'll just cut that right in half like that. All right. Add to our keep pile. Put that in our recycle pile. I think, oh, I wish that didn't have that box on there. Otherwise, I would keep the hand. Okay. Now, depending on what's in the back, we're probably going to take her eyes and stuff. I think I like this side for the eyes, and so we'll just cut her we'll cut her face off here. They sound so violent. I'm going to take her face right off. Okay, so we'll put that in the keep pile. Double play, do we want that as words? We probably definitely want play. But I don't think I need any of these other. We'll take the whole double play just in case. But it'll probably be cut down to just play. Words are good. So let's look at how long we've been on. We don't want to make this too long. We'll go to about 45 minutes. And if we're not done, we'll start it next time. And then we'll start on another one. But nothing here that I'm longing for. We'll take the Swarovski here at the bottom. Charm School. Yeah, I think we'll take that. We'll get this part off the bottom here. And I've been eating lots of vegetable dishes, like fresh veggies. There was some Hunan chicken the last 2 nights. So good. Over rice. And I did not tear exactly, but it didn't tear into the letters. So we'll take, another ad, and it is smelly. We'll take Charm School right there. That could be fun. We definitely don't. That Chanel No. 5 bottle could be fun, except that it goes over into the smelly portion. If it was a little bit smaller, because you could make that into a body. You could add arms and legs and a head. Do we want to do that? Maybe we do. Maybe we just want to take the smelly part off. But I would miss, because it ends like that. So I feel like we'd have to keep that smelly. So we're going to let that go because I don't like the smelly bits. I think maybe I'll cut out the face off this watch over here. I'm not in love with any of the others, but that's kind of an interesting doodah. I like it. So I'm probably not going to start the journaling thing. Ooh, high spirits. That's nice. Let's do that. And then we'll cut it down. Okay. But probably not starting this weekend. I'll probably start it on Monday. Just I know there are some. We're gonna go look at some thrift stores tomorrow, and I'm gonna to get a better idea of the area and everything. I know there's plans to kind of do a little tour day the area of North Carolina that I'm in. I'm going to take Elegance as Attitude. We're coming up on another perfume page. I can smell it. I can smell it already. UBS. I don't think I've ever heard of them before. What's on the inside? When our insight helps back them up. When's the best time to trust your instincts? We should probably take that. That's fun. And I hope Carla will have fun with the serial killer and that she'll share, the results with you guys that she gets. I think it's an awesome, awesome journal, and I will miss it, but I'm glad it's going to somebody who will. I think Carla understands the spirit of the serial killer project. Here's an already collaged kind of thing. So we may keep that, but we've also got on the other side here this kind of eerie green. So I think I'll just keep this. And I do like Wonder all the way also. So because I have kind of mixed feelings about what I want to take there, I'm just going to keep the whole page for right now. If only I could make the right argument, I could sway someone's belief. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. She almost looks like a Barbie doll, huh? With her little pink coat. I do want the word story. Definitely. And then we've got a little A over here, so we'll take the little A. And then we'll share that right there. Okay, and I don't like the really, really big stopper on this bottle, so I'm going to let that one go too. Oh, there's your sign pendants for your astrological sign. Oh, I do want the word creative, and we'll keep the word powers. I think that's nice. And look, it's my favorite letter. It's an F. We'll see if we can get that trimmed away from the rest of those words. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Not anything too exciting there. Retail therapy. I try not to use shopping as a mood lifter because, broke. Small budget. Leaks happen. Odor shouldn't. They're in every magazine now, aren't they? Everyone's all in. That could be a fun collage thing. Put that over here. All right, so we have gone just about 40 minutes, and it'll take a couple minutes to do the outro thing, and we'll come back. There's not a whole lot left, but I have a few other magazines, and we'll be able to use those. And I'll come on with a separate video for what winds up harvested and trimmed down, or I'll come on and finish the those pieces are trash pieces. But yeah, so we got a nice little amount though so far. Just some fun, but I'll show it again. It's not like we're never going to see these things again. So that will be the end of the video for today. This is right now a temporary setup. I'm not, and make it do with the stuff I have available and stuff I borrowed, but it looks pretty clear on my end. Let me know your feedback I know some of the bottom of the magazine gets cut off. So let me know, if you had trouble seeing what I was harvesting or anything like that. But we will just try to make some space over here for these lettery things. But we will be back to do another one of these to finish this and start on another. And you'll be seeing it probably maybe like Friday and Tuesday. I think that's a good split. So let me jot that down real quick, maybe if I can find a pen. I'll write it down over here. Friday night and Tuesday evening. Now, any of the journaling prompt stuffs, or if I can get back into some creative chaos, those things will probably be earlier in the day. So I haven't decided on the time yet, but if you have some suggestions or some feedback, always open to it. You can message me. My email address is always in the down box. You can message me on Facebook. You can put it in the comments here on Patreon. This video will go live next Friday on YouTube. So you guys get a sneak peek a week early on all the videos, you guys that are subbies. And I am super grateful to have you guys in my life. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all your support and your kind words and just hanging out with me on the regular. It has been fabulous, and I hope it will continue to be fabulous. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. That is going to be the end, and I'm going to push that button. See you guys real soon. The end.